Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Bradley.
I'm Space Rogue.
And I'm Dave Bales. Welcome to Not the Situation Room.
Hey guys, I'm not sure if you saw this, but there was briefly a new Telegram channel claiming to connect Shiny Hunters, Scattered Spider, and Lapsus that announced intentions to develop a ransomware as a service solution called, get this, Shiny Spider with a one and a three instead of vowels because, they have to be original.
You know, when when is Leet Speak going to go out of style? I mean, hell, was Leet Speak ever in style? I mean, even the word Leet isn't Leet anymore.
And you just used it three times in a sentence.
I know, but the question is, did I use it Leet or were they too bad? Or was it L33T?
You
Huh?
used it 133T.
Oh, that's right, 133T.
All right, let's get back on topic.
Does
Sorry.
that make it elite?
Oh, Jesus.
However, this isn't the first time we've seen APT groups joining forces like this, but this one, I think kind of what makes this one different is because these are three well-known and infamous groups that have been pretty popular lately. Additionally, it's not too common that we see more than two groups combining effort against a common target.
And usually this is where we'd make some kind of joke, but this isn't one of those times where jokes are appropriate. These groups individually are bad enough, but when you combine all three, you're talking about a big problem.
Like Colonial Pipeline big or like Evil Voltron big? Too soon?
Yeah.
Never,
Well,
but Evil Voltron big.
it's big, but I don't think it rises to the level of critical yet. But it does sit fairly high up on the potentially dangerous scale.
Okay.
Well, each group does do things a little bit differently from each other. Having them combined is a pretty big development in the cyber criminal world. Not only do they do things differently, but their missions are diverse. And how does this work? We have to break them down to figure that out.
They have missions.
Yeah,
They
so
do.
so let's start with Shiny Hunters. This is a bad actor group that is believed to have formed back in 2020 and slowly gained notoriety with some lesser known breaches, like an Indian site named Wed Me Good. Yes, that's accurate. But then it exploded on the scene with Ticketmaster, and then a bunch more to follow after that. Oh, and a bit of a pop culture reference for you. Their name is supposedly a Pokemon thing.
So I asked my kid, and he says that shiny hunting in the Pokemon game is like catching the same Pokemon over and over, trying to find a shiny or a
Yeah,
rare version or something, which sort of makes sense when you compare it to like spearfishing or something.
well played.
Well played. That's the name of my Pokemon store down the street. Well played. I'm not making that up.
Shiny Hunters, the criminal group, not the Pokemon thing, has been linked to running several different versions of breach forums over the years. Sort of a clubhouse for these criminals to sell and trade information. And they're also known for something you might have heard of recently,
Mhm.
Salesforce targeting around the world.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
And so now we have Scattered Spider, which is purportedly a group of young criminals, mostly teenagers and young adults, thought to be based in the United States and the UK. They are linked to a cybercrime network called The Calm, which apparently has a history of targeting minors. Oh, and they do like their social engineering and ransomware.
The
The
calm,
Calm. Yeah, The
the,
Calm.
the calm. Okay, I mean that's the best they could come up with. The dot com. What is this? 1999?
I'm just calling balls and strikes, man. I'm still irritated with the lead speak. So, lastly, we come to lapsus with a dollar sign at the end. And I'm relatively sure the dollar sign's at the end of their name because putting it at the beginning, it would cause coding errors. This is a social engineering and extortion group. They've been active since at least mid 2021 and have been involved in attacks on Microsoft, Nvidia, Samsung, Okta, and Uber. Probably heard of most of these attacks.
Yeah.
They're not really a ransomware group, though. They mostly rely on just extorting you for the data they've stolen.
Okay, serious question here, and I'm not even kidding. Can you coherently describe the difference between ransomware and extortion? They both demand money. Does the encryption part of the equation even matter at this point? I mean, I make a motion that we move it to one term. It really is the same thing, information in exchange for money. Either way, you're not getting it back, the information that is, or even the money.
And even when you do get it back, do you really?
No.
True enough, though, I'm with you on that, but I think the ware and the ransomware is the differentiation because one actually uses software, the ransomware, and then the other just steals stuff and taunts you to see if you get it back.
See, that makes perfect sense.
You wanted a coherent explanation.
I did. I wanted someone to play devil's advocate like I do. and
Oh,
you
you made me do it this time.
Oh,
Yes, I
man.
did.
Again, I say, well played.
Thank you.
So this brings us to the Telegram channel that Space mentioned earlier called Scattered Lapsus Hunters, and I really can't say that with a serious face, even though it is deadly serious, because this presumes that the members of Scattered Spider, Lapsus, and Shiny Hunters claim to be, like as was said, developing this ransomware as a service solution. Shiny Spider, spelled with a 1 and a 3 again, because as you know, we said before, they're elite.
And oh, so original.
Well, they claimed that this new service was going to rival Lockbit and Dragon Force, two of the other largest groups that we've seen in recent years. Thankfully, though, Telegram pulled that channel 3 days after it appeared, but I'm sure it's probably back again, kind of like Slim Shady. So won't the real Shady please stand up?
No, stop. Leave that to Eminem. Sorry, Space, you had something to add. I just had to stop Dave before he got us our first copyright infringement.
You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. Oh,
Use
sorry.
Space.
Yay for Telegram.
I was just going to let him roll at this point.
It's good for Telegram for pulling that. But if it's accurate and these three groups are now working together, that's a lot of different skills and techniques in one group. From ransomware to spear phishing to SIM swapping and on and on. It seems like they're not only going after cash, but also a little bit of a reputation and just plain pure chaos.
Yay for chaos.
Keeps us employed.
Yeah, these three groups are really known for targeting retail, insurance, and aviation, but recent activity suggests that they are reaching out and or branching out to others like banks, insurance companies, financial institutions, and with them teaming up to create ransomware as a service, the sky is the limit. It'd really be easier for me to just tell you who they don't target. So joking aside, yeah, bad.
Chaos indeed.
Hmm.
Well, hey, let's be careful out there. And that was for the audience that's as old as we are. And if you know, you know.
Could I roll us out with their theme song, or would that be a copyright strike too?
Yeah, you can use about 10 seconds of it.
We're
before
already
you
up
start
at the
getting
line
mad.
right now. So.
Yeah, true enough. So, anyway, we'd love to hear your thoughts on what we covered here today.
Do you agree? Disagree? All feedback is welcome.
Like, share, comment, and
We'll see you next time.